Hi everyone, welcome back. We're on the property again here today, and what we're gonna do, I don't know if you can see this behind me, but there is a pathway that's through here. I kind of got ahead of myself. I don't know if we even recorded any of that, but I wanted to get this pathway down because it marked as a pivotal part of this property. I really wanted to have a path that went around the entire property that you can use to either have a feeling of walking through nature or possibly a meditation path. So we've got a few plants. We stopped by the store, picked up some things just to dress up the area a little bit. And so now we've got mulch for this pathway, and we've put mulch back here. Actually, it's where we loaded the mulch off at, and I had intended for that area to just be mulch, but we've got the carpet. So come up here. I'm Casey. My mom Trish, she's behind the camera right now.
Hi.
We're gonna go ahead and get started, and let's see if we can turn some of these ideas into reality.
What are we building in this area of the property? Write in the comments what you think it is. I'm going right here where you did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to clear all of this out of here before we can even start putting up. Very hot.
This song says it sounds like a good place to start.
The song?
Yeah, the song on here says it's a good place to start.
Okay.
Because you said we have to get all the mulch out over here before we can get the there. Before we can start building the...
Yeah.
Now, there are already these very sturdy and reliable stakes that come included with the garden liner. These stakes are here, the plastic stakes. I've got some of them in there, but this helps secure it better with these, whatever these are. These things.
Staples?
Staples.
Gardening staples.
Gardening staples.
Yeah.
Well, it helps keep the weed barrier down, but it also secures the garden liner as well.
Yeah.
When we brought this truckload of mulch here, is that how you say it, mulch?
Mulch.
Mulch. When we brought this truckload of mulch here, we noticed that there was chunks of glass in it, and I'm finding more glass in it. So apparently you're not only buying mulch, you're buying glass.
You need a heart rate right here.
Oh, yeah. Well, something's going on with my camera. We got some more work here done, and we're over here laughing and everything and telling jokes back and forth to come over, and now that it's recording, haha, joke's on us.
At least the wind feels good. Especially when you're sweaty wet.
Especially then. So I'm just gonna move this back here. Wherever the stake is over here, I'm just gonna move these back past this line so that we can cut out the weed barrier and then have the ground and be able to bring in that carpet over here to see what we're working with. Now, when we get the weed barrier up and this is back out of the way, we're going to have to get a look at this and see if it's level. We might have to get the level.
I don't think it, because look, there's a dip right there.
A dip?
There's a couple of them like that. Look at the same level.
So hot out here, it's about time for that dip.
Right? Did you pick up the trash I put on there?
No. I looked at it and it got embarrassed and it walked over and jumped in the trash can. I think I picked it up. It got embarrassed. The old smart Alec is here. Smart Alec.
Are you planning on putting the darker mulch in that's around this?
I haven't quite decided yet on what would be, if there should be some kind of mulch in there or not, because with the dark, rich mulch, I mean, yeah, that's perfectly fine, it's a good contrast, but underneath all these beautiful trees, these fallen leaves are definitely going to fall. And so...
Yeah, if we don't get all the stuff that's growing in there, all the roots of it out.
The weed roots.
Like ones. I'm constantly pulling that out.
And I mean, they can be covered up.
Oh.
They can be covered up with this.
Yeah, a barrier.
But you could put like little pebbles, put them all over the whole thing, then get your big 5-gallon bucket of glue and throw it all over it.
Cement?
Then they're glued in. So you gotta do is come by and leaf blow.
Amen.
Got it? It's like a shopping cart backwards.
That's the shopping cart wheel don't turn like this.
They split all the way around 360. They turn more than that. It's kind of the same if you try to push it. Stand this up. No. It was whatever's playing.
Number 10.
burp. Now, you recording?
Yeah.
I've been recording. Got the burps and all.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember, you might not recognize it, but right in this area was our very first video on this property where we started clearing this property over here. We're gonna go ahead and try to get this cut down, try to get a path through here so that when we get the rest of the property going, we have our boundaries. You can look at the difference from what you see now and then. Remember this area by the palm tree? This is where the bees attacked me, down this way down here, where I come running out with the bees all over me. Ow! Ah! And I went running out. They were attacking me.
Then I came running out.
And then Casey come running over, actually, because you were doing something by the truck or something.
Yeah.
Are they still on me? There's one down in my, down in here.
Why am I still...
And
Somewhere.
yeah, and you come running over and was smacking all the bees off of me. Is that 12 feet?
That is right at this stuff, so when this gets rolled up, it's gonna have to be like rolled, picked up, whatever, and
Back a little bit more.
yeah, just a little more. You might need a flathead or something like that, or something to pull the stakes out to be easier instead of you trying to pick at them.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be too many, but I didn't have everything I was looking at. But I would say a flathead. Oh, is that's one of the ones that are in the... This should not be there. It's supposed to go inside of these.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't either, and I probably did it.
There's one here.
No, I must have been just using those for, be careful. I can get the hammer. You able to get the hammer? Is all of them on hammer?
Yep, come on there.
I'm gonna move this furniture off this carpet. Yeah, so then I want to look and see about the level. So I'm going to get a level and maybe a straight piece of wood like that one back there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Straight piece of wood like that, and then the level, just to make sure things are kind of level. I mean, it don't have to be perfect, but just level enough that if you lean on something, it doesn't rock.
Yeah. Like them wash machines that some people have, like in the laundromat, and the floor's not level, and it starts spinning, and they go, and it sounds like it's knocking back and forth because of the ground's not level.
And it's, yeah, that, or the belt inside of it. And then that was also like the belt that we were talking about when you're like, why is the truck shaking?
Oh, yeah.
He said you said it's probably because the screws in the motor mount or something is loose. And I said, so what would make that still knock? Because it's not like the tires are hitting anything bumpy like that. So I'm like, it's the belt. Yeah.
These plants here, or should I say weeds, they're still growing under the ground. You can see that. Growing underneath all this mulch, the liner, and it's still growing. I ain't even seeing the light of day, and it's growing. I wish our grass would grow like that.
Now for starters, I have not leveled anything out. I'm visually just looking at it. I can see where the dips are, where the raises are. So I'm trying to take the raises out and pull them over toward the dips. And what I notice is right here on this side, it's raised up and it dips down over here. Now I remember from whenever we were clearing this property off, and then when we put the fence up down through here, that this particular side of the fence dips down just a little bit because the side of the property dips down right here. I'm not sure why that it dips down right here, but it is more level with the road that's over here on this side of the property versus on that side. That side's more elevated. So maybe this side is normal and that side's raised up. But at either rate, I gotta scrape off down here and get this way. Then I'm gonna get that piece of wood back over here and the level and see if I can, in increments, if we've got like a level situation going both east and west and north and south.
Hey!
Can you throw it in here?
Not gonna be in frame?
No.
Try to be in frame and hand it to you?
You insist? Level. I'm marking this line here because this side right here, at least this part that I've leveled, this part is level completely. This part, it's like there's a little bit too much down here. So some of this back here needs to come back this way, especially right here in this particular spot, because this particular spot is low to the ground. And then up here needs to come back this way as well. So it's more like some of this needs to come back over this way. This corner right here is nearly perfect. This one here, I mean, everything is almost like spot on level. It just, there's some variation, just a little bit of variation. Like maybe not even that much of a height difference, just to get that bubble right in the center. This is a 12-foot right here. So we're gonna roll it up here so we can carry it back into here. And the lengthways is 12 feet, so 10 feet is to come out.
Okay.
So, with the 10 feet coming out, so when we put this up against here, We're gonna want to put this just a little bit, almost like it's coming up onto the fence.
Okay.
So, keeper. Roll out.
Roll out the barrel.
So this is what I was saying here. You can come over here, off of it, and then we'll have to see if we can get this.
Mine's up, your side's not. I'll pull that side
This side.
just a little bit to get this wrinkle out of it.
I have to get something for my sugar. Let's see if we can maybe pull a little bit more. Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess. You have to come down here.
Enough or?
I think that's probably enough. Because I'm trying to think, I might have to cut some of this carpet.
Don't it fit completely under there, or is it a little bit?
Oh, that's right. So we'll have to assemble the thing here, and then I'll have to see if I can cut any or not, depending on how far out it goes.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, like this pathway, it comes in here, but then with the sitting here, like that path just butts right into it. It seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have to bring that in here and see. I had to put the path down right there. I'm trying to think about how far up here this is, because this out here all looks flat, but then I'm looking at this right here and this is up a little bit, which is not a problem, because with that, what can be done, turning around, standing there, and facing this way, the camera, so that your side and back doesn't turn to it as well. Where's the camera on?
Yeah, it's still on. Remember we picked up the...
All the way back there. But what I was thinking was that we'll have to see for out there, but that right there is lifted up a little bit, so it's not flat. Most of all this out here is flat, but over here, that'll be easy just to pull that back and level it down, because it's right there at the edge, depending on if we're going to keep all of that, depending on the position of.
Yeah.
But we'll have to get the boxes and bring them in here. The boxes, and then figure out which one of those long boxes is the one we have to start with.
Probably box one.
Does it say on it box one?
The one said 3, so I'm assuming the rest of them, it said 2 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah, then if they're labeled, then we'll start with one.
Yeah.
Because that one should have the legs in it and up around the track around the top.
Oh, yeah.
Which is going to be probably the longest one.
Yeah.
Had a truckload to drink. Now my brain's dead weight like that. Lost my keys, but don't give a shit. 'Cause tonight I can sleep where you sleep. From the cab up the stairs, put the keys in the lock.